Hey everybody, this is Dave from AIPT, coming to you with a new toy review, and with me is special guest Chris Hassan, feature editor for AIPTcomics.com.
Hello YouTube.
There he is. He's actually here. So anyway, we have the new Amazing Yamaguchi Revoltech Spider-Gwen action figure, which is the fourth toy in the line that Amazing Yamaguchi has been doing with the comic book series. And if I move this box,
whoa,
yeah, no, it's crazy. They're all right there. These are all of the comic book action figures that they've made of the American comic book characters. So we got Venom in the middle, Deadpool on the right, Spider-Man on the left. They all pretty much have similarities as far as their joints, but obviously they're very, very different in a lot of different ways. So I would like to unbox this. Now, right now, you can probably find it for pre-order still at some sites. It's not really in the wild yet. It probably ranges from $65 to $80. So it's not the cheapest figure in the world, but it's also known for probably being the most bendable. Would you say bendable?
Points of articulation.
Poseable.
Yeah.
Points of articulation. It has a lot of points of articulation. So many, in fact, they don't even tell you on the box how many, when usually these companies brag about it. So,
now, Dave, would you say that's the appeal of purchasing these figures? I mean, the Marvel Legends line, they have a lot of different points of articulation, but these go beyond that?
Oh, yeah, definitely. They can bend in ways that no other toys can because of these ball hinge joints they have in their knees and elbows. Of course, it also means that it can be kind of exposed, this joint, which is unfortunate. We'll see if Spider-Gwen's like that, though. Let's move these toys over, because I'm going to unbox this thing like a crazy person.
I remember, and I'm sure a lot of viewers probably remember too, in the 90s, though, the multi-posable Spider-Man toy, that was a big one. And you think about how far they've come.
Oh, yeah.
Not many points of articulation.
I wonder why they're getting better. Is it because machines can...
Machines have taken over.
Well, we have machines now that can actually, paint and sculpt and do all the stuff that you couldn't do years ago. I don't know. Here's the box. The box is pretty cool. It has lots of panels from actual comics. Picture of the actual figures here in cool poses. And on the back, we've got, just like all the other Yamaguchi figures, there's some text. I don't really understand some of it, like, "It's big American cheeseburger time." I don't think anyone says that.
That's Spider-Gwen's catchphrase.
Is it really?
I don't read the comic, but I'm assuming that's her catchphrase.
Maybe it is. A lot of this is in another language, but some English as well. And there's stuff on every corner.
Looks like some famous art there. We got on the front. There's a J. Scott Campbell.
Oh yeah, you're right. Right there.
Looks like...
maybe that's Ramos? No, probably not.
Might be... I don't know what that is.
This is the...
that's the current Spider...
This is the co-creator of Spider-Gwen, I think. Great. Get rid of that. So then it's in a tray here with all of the pieces locked away in this plastic layer. And then it comes with a base, which all the other Yamaguchi action figures come with. Exactly the same. And it has this backdrop, which is pretty cool, although I don't know how many people would actually use this.
Yeah, I guess for displaying purposes, if you have just one.
Yeah, it's pretty nice, lots of pink. Alright, I'm going to open this together. Alright, so I'm going to pop this open. Actually, oh my god, it's going everywhere. There's no tape, it's actually just, like, plugs in.
Oh,
yeah.
That's one of the problems with American toys.
I know, right? You'll need
Americans
scissors.
love their tape.
There's a bit of plastic here to protect the figure, and like all the other figures made by these people,
tiny.
It's pretty small actually, yeah. But there's little bits of plastic all over this to protect the joints, I assume, so if it moves, the paint doesn't get scraped away. I mean, for $60, $70, $80, they should
give you some plastic.
yeah, they should make sure that it doesn't get damaged along the way. So here's the figure.
Not bad.
Yeah, right off the bat, there's some nice detail in the arms, and in the hood you can actually see there's like, it's been cut. It's not just paint. It's actually like detailed, what would you call that?
Painting stuff.
You know how it's like sculpted. And then there's even like under her arm, there's some pink and blue. Nice sculpt.
I'm gonna say right off the bat, I feel like the proportions are a bit funky.
Yeah.
It's like her head looks very tiny. The legs look a little bigger.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering though if that just is how it's made, so it looks better when posed.
It's a good question because that was one of the main problems I had with Spider-Man. The head is so small in comparison to the whole body.
Spider-Man in that pose looks like he has to go to the bathroom.
Sorry, I didn't intend to do that. Actually, if you look at these standing up,
they look great together.
Well, she's a little shorter than him, so most ladies are shorter than men.
I don't know.
So anyway,
we'll edit that out.
No, we won't. So here are all the accessories. We got a little web that's turning, and it looks like there's a little peg hole here. I don't know where you'd say. Oh, there's probably There's a
special hands.
There's special hands, so you can stick it right in there. And then we've got another web that's even more curled. Interesting. And
it looks like part of the fun for collectors of this series is trying out those different pose combos and different. So
well said.
You can kind of every month do a different pose if you're just playing it.
Right. So there's 3 webs. There are 2, 4, 5 hands. 5? No. 2, 4, 6, 7 hands. There are 2 fists. There's 2 thwip hands. There is I don't know what that is.
That's
loser?
A.
It's like saying loser with your hand? I don't know. Could be saying A.
I like
this is like a hand that's sort of gripping, and then there's one more that's sort of gripping.
Thumbs up. It looks like a thumbs up.
Kind of.
Like you bought this toy. Good for you.
Yeah, and it comes with a cell phone, which
finally.
I know.
I can't believe how small the cell phones have gotten.
Okay, so it's maybe hard to see. Maybe you can see. It says "Dad" on it.
Oh, okay. She's
and
calling Captain Stacy.
It says voicemail Dad, so it looks like she got a call from her dad.
She better get that, because Dad's going to be worried.
He is. On the back of the phone, it's just black. But it's pretty crazy, the detail. I don't know if you can see, but there's like a little power button, like a circle.
I'm going to grab this.
And there's even a little dot for the audio.
Okay, so it says Dad, there's no detail in the face, just an outline.
Huh.
But the fact that they got Dad on here, it's pretty good.
It's really tiny.
I give this toy cell phone my endorsement.
If it was just the cell phone, we would give it a 10 out of 10.
I would pay $60 for that cell phone.
Just briefly, I want to mention the paint on these hands is pretty nice. It's got like a bit of a glossiness to it.
A little shine.
Which actually reminds me of the Venom, which is glossy as well.
Spidey's glossy too. He's got a little shine.
It makes it feel a little expensive.
Yeah.
And the paint is pretty good on these. No problems. That's everything. Well, no, there's more actually. There is the Gwen Stacy head with a tiny, tiny head and kind of like a manga anime eye going on. She's got a little beret, and it's kind of freaky because it's only half her head.
Let's pop that on her.
Let's see. So obviously there's a hood that comes with this.
Yep.
That's her whole head. We don't want that. Jeez, this is... Oh, okay, I see. So the head comes off of this front piece. And then you can...
There's a cyborg going without it.
You're right. She's like a robot. Oh, it's not too hard, actually. Oh, it sticks in pretty good.
It reminds me of the Masterpiece Transformers. They do something similar. You can swap out the faces.
Just like that?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay, so I don't know how I feel about that.
I don't know if this is how it's supposed to look, but it's freaky because her neck is very wrong.
Yeah, and her head looks even tinier now with the human head.
I almost want to look at the box to make sure
this might be defective. We might have to ship this back.
I think this is how it's supposed to be. There's no other neck, so this is the only neck, right? Unless, can we take this piece out? No, because this is it. I don't know, guys. Looks like a freaky monster with the tiny little head.
If you like your Spider-Gwens look like freaky monsters.
No, let's take that off. There's also... Okay, so there's 3 masks in total here. And it's hard to show.
So didn't the Spider-Man toy have eyes that could change?
Yes,
So
that's
this
right.
is kind of a step down.
It is a bit, yeah.
Kind of lazy.
The eyes definitely have different expressions. Like this one's a little more intense, and this one's kind of surprised, and this one's just normal. But yeah, there's no.
Seems like they started big, and then they kind of.
Yeah, with Spider-Man, you can actually pull these out. I'm not going to do it right now, but you can actually pull these. I guess I am going to do it right now.
Wow.
So that you can change his eyes completely.
Interesting. Maybe Spider-Gwen isn't known as much for her facial expressions. I don't know.
That's a good point. Maybe.
I really don't know anything about Spider-Gwen aside from a few comics I've read with her in it, but.
And the audience wonders, why is he here?
Yeah, why? Well, I'm just stopping by, guys.
Yeah, as he is wont to do. So, it definitely looks more normal with the face,
yes,
the mask face.
Much better than that.
So, all right. Oh, and there's also one other piece. There's this this peg magnet thing. You have to stick this magnet piece into the hooky piece.
Interesting.
And then.
Oh, okay, that looks cool.
Yeah, and then you would hook her on and like that, and then she would fly like Superman in the first movie when they filmed it. Anyway,
they use a magnet to.
That's true. They used the giant magnet. All right, so let's look at poseability. So we've got the same joint thing going on here, where you can go all the way around, backwards
just like
and
a real
forwards.
arm.
I mean, just like the last figure, Spider-Man over here, who actually...
He looks a little worse for wear.
What's interesting is these are priced the same, but look how much more plastic you get. I mean, pound for pound, you're paying more for less.
I do feel like this is the problem with the Marvel Legends line, too, where you buy a figure like the Hulk, it's a big chunky figure for $20.
Right.
You buy one of the female figures, and once you get out of that box, it's pretty tiny. Really not. It's the size of like an old school Toy Biz toy, which would cost about $5 back in the day.
Right.
So it's crazy we're paying for packaging.
They make up for it with other figures, I guess.
Yeah.
Shoulder moves the same way. There's like a double joint going on here, so she can move quite a lot in there. Then the head and neck are similar to the Spider-Man in that she can look down, like, very much.
If she's sad.
It's a very long neck, so in certain positions it looks strange. I don't know what's going on with this little flap here in the neck area. Is that supposed to be part of her hood? And the...
Well, again, it looks pretty close to the background, the main image.
Yeah, the hood just kind of... what's interesting is it's more like a bonnet.
Yeah.
See how it comes all the way around? It doesn't go into her suit like it's supposed to. I mean, I guess in certain positions it looks fine, but I mean...
I think
is this Handmaid's Tale? This is a Handmaid's Tale toy.
Crossover. I was going to say, the head looks probably best when tilted up, but...
Yeah.
You know, that kind of limits your posability options.
We got a mid upper waist joint here, similar to the Spider-Man as well. It can kind of go in all directions, and looks like the waist itself can turn all the way around and go a little forward and back, but it doesn't really want to.
She can dance.
She can. This is, I don't know. It doesn't look clean.
Why don't we do it? Can you pose it? Let's see it posed.
Let's go through this really quick. The knee can go all the way around, and there's a joint in the ankle, and then there's a joint in the foot. Yeah, a little tiptoe of it. So, posability wise, I mean, it's similar to Spider-Man. Spider-Man had this joint thing going on, but something's different. Maybe it's because of the way this is sculpted.
I do think Spider-Man's legs look better.
It looks like it can go all the way around, whereas hers, it's almost like a single joint. Yeah. It's very awkward. And maybe, I don't know. Let's see let's pose this thing. I don't even know. It's weird. It's really weird how to... I guess it kind of works. Yeah, see, that looks normal.
That's what I was thinking.
It's just the way
these are built for posing.
Yeah, so it's not going to look right every time, but we should break out the other Spider-Girl characters, because this butt isn't as good as the other Spider-Girl character. I'm just saying, it's true. This butt's a little...
Well, how do you think this compares to the Marvel Legends Spider-Gwen? If you're a Spider-Gwen fan...
Oh, I have that too,
and you want a Spider-Gwen, would you recommend this for the Marvel Legends?
I would probably recommend the Marvel Legends. Yeah. This one has crazy posability, and the color on the pink, and then the sculpt of the webs is really, really nice. It's cool to have a face, but not when it's awkward and scary. Really weird. But the coloring, the color on this is really nice. The aqua and the pink and whatnot. Mm-hmm. The hood is just weird though.
Yeah.
So yeah, if I were to like do a recap on this, paint really good. Obviously the bendability is really good, but the head is just awkward as heck. This thigh joint here is kind of tricky to get a good position. It can look really, really wrong if you turn it the wrong way. And for $60, it definitely feels not as good as the Venom, Deadpool, or Spider-Man.
Yeah, I mean, just looking at them, the Deadpool looks good, looks cool. A lot of posability there and the good detailing.
Yeah,
this is a solid
lot of
Deadpool.
Detail, and like even these the pouches and stuff. He's got a gun. He's got swords. Gwen's got 3 webs.
Yeah,
and less detail. She bends about the same, but yeah, pound for pound, I would say probably the least least recommended of all 4 of these. Venom is tricky to pose just because he's so hulking, but he's so unique, especially compared to other Venoms.
Yeah.
It
looks like Venom, they loaded him up with bells and whistles.
Yeah, whereas Gwen is very light.
I would assume, I mean, I don't know what went into making this toy, but I would assume they just made this because of Spider-Gwen's massive popularity, not for the posability options.
Yeah, they probably were thinking they've got 3 pretty solid toys that people are going to recommend to each other, and then they were like, oh, we can just make a cheaper version with all of these, like the same joints, but not as good of a quality.
But it worked on you.
It worked on me because it was an instant buy, because their quality was so high. Oh, God, I can't pose it, man. There we go. Anyway, that's our video unboxing and review. Check the website for a full score and breakdown of what we liked and what we didn't like. And don't forget to subscribe.
Always subscribe.
We're going to have a lot more toy reviews in the coming year. And we'll also be at San Diego Comic-Con, where we might have some toy exclusive news.
I won't be there, but
I will be there, though.
I'll be providing moral support from afar.
He will. All right, thanks. And don't forget to subscribe. I said it twice.
Bye, everybody.